So in last video we have seen that the equation y is equal to mx, y is equal to mx, so it represents a straight line which is passing through the origin. So origin is the pass of a straight line ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತೆ. Also we can have another equation for straight line, that is y is equal to mx plus c. So y is equal to mx plus c. So this is also equation for straight line because it's linear equation. So this represents a straight line which is having the y-intercept. This c is the y-intercept. C is called as y-intercept. C is called as y-intercept. So this is x-axis, this is y-axis, so this is the origin. So the equation y is equal to mx plus c represents a straight line which is having a y-intercept. And a straight line y-axis na cut ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. It will cut the y-axis. ನೋಡಿ cut ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. It has cut the y-axis at this point. So that is called as y-intercept. ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ y-intercept. So the length of this y-intercept that will be equal to c ಅಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ. That y-intercept will be equal to c. So ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ distance, so that will be equal to c. The distance from here to here, so this will be c. So that is called as y-intercept. So that is represented y is equal to mx plus c. So this equation y is equal to mx plus c is the equation for straight line which is having the y-intercept, which is having the y-intercept. Also we can have another equation for straight line. The other equation for straight line can be of this form: x by a plus y by b will be equal to 1. So this is another form of straight line. So it is represented by, this can be drawn like this. So this is right here. So this is y-axis, so this is x-axis. So x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. So this is a straight line of this form with a green line. So it is straight line. So this represents a straight line. So this x by a, this is x-axis, this is y-axis. So this a is the x-intercept. So in this origin, so illinda illige the distance will be a. So this b will be y-intercept, and illinda illige the distance will be b. So this x by a plus y by b is equal to 1 is again a straight line having a as the x-intercept and b as the y-intercept. Then we have equation for what? So the circle, the equation for circle. So what is the equation for circle? Any equation of the form circle. So we shall talk of circle. So Rutta. So any equation of the form x square plus y square is equal to a square. So this represents a equation of circle. So the equation of the form x square plus a square, y square is equal to a square. So that is the circle with a 0 comma a as the y-intercept and a is the radius. So a will be the radius. This a will be the radius of the circle. A will be the radius of the circle with o as the origin. With o as the origin. So circle it will be o will be the origin. So if the circle will be a circle, it's the radius. The radius will be a. So this is the x-axis. So this is the y-axis. So at this point will be a comma 0. This will be a comma 0. So this point will be 0 comma a. So this point will be minus a comma 0. So this point will be, so that is 0 comma minus a. So this x square plus y square is equal to a square represent a circle with a as the radius and origin o as the origin. So also we have equation like ellipse, equation of an ellipse, ELLIPSE. So Dirgharutta, ellipse, elliptical. So the path of the sun or path of the earth around the sun is elliptical, and that is called Dirgharutta, a long circle. So the ellipse will be of the form x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. So this is the equation of the ellipse. This is the equation of the ellipse. Ellipse will be a long circle. Ellipse will be a long circle. It will be like this. This is ellipse. This is ellipse. So it is just like an anda. This is an ellipse. Ellipse. So this will be 0 comma b because y ಕೆಳ b ಇದೆ. So y axis ಮೇಲೆ this point will be 0 comma minus b. So this point will be 0 comma a, I mean a comma 0. Again first x-axis ಬರಬೇಕು ನಾವು. So x-axis will be a comma 0. So this will be minus a comma 0, minus a comma source 0. So this x square plus x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1 represent the ellipse. So you should know the shape of the ellipse. So then we have parabola. Entadu then we have parabola. So parabola. So parabola will be parabola. What is the equation of parabola? Parabola. So parabola will be of the form y is equal to 4ax. This represents a parabola. This represents a parabola like this. So it will be symmetrical along x-axis. It will be symmetrical along x-axis. Other if you have a parabola of the equation of the type x square is equal to 4ay. 4ay. So this is again a parabola. This is again a parabola which is symmetric about y-axis. Which is symmetric about y-axis. This is y-axis finger. Symmetric about y-axis. So then we have hyperbola. And then we have another shape of the curve that is called hyperbola. Which bola it is? Hyperbola. 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 So one thing you should remember is the equation and the shape of the curve. You should remember hyperbola. So hyperbola will be of the form x into y is equal to constant. X into y is equal to constant. So that is the hyperbola. X into y is equal to constant. X into y is equal to constant. So this represents a hyperbola. ಯಾವ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ ಈ ಥರ. This x-axis, this is y-axis. So this is the origin. So hyperbola will be like this. ಈ ಥರ. This is the hyperbola. Chandra. So ಕೆಳಗೆ ಇಳಿತಾ ಇದೆ. So just like a down, it is decreasing. So this represents hyperbola. This represents hyperbola. Then we have rectangular hyperbola. The last curve that we have is rectangular hyperbola. Entadu rectangular hyperbola. Rectangular hyperbola. Hyperbola. So we have rectangular hyperbola. Rectangular hyperbola. So the rectangular hyperbola. So the equation for rectangular hyperbola will be 1 by x plus 1 by y is equal to constants. So this represents rectangular hyperbola. So it is just like an hyperbola, but the curve will be just like a rectangle. It will be almost not a rectangle tarne irutte. It will be almost like a rectangle. So I use different color, blue color. Either. It will be just like a rectangle, just like a, this is rectangular hyperbola. It's ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾರ್ಕೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಬರೀ hyperbola ಆದರೆ ಚಂದ್ರನ ಥರ ಅರ್ಧ ಚಂದ್ರನ ಥರ, ಬಟ್ ಇದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ರೆಕ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಥರ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ rectangular hyperbola. So these are different types of curves that we observe in physics. So in the next video we shall talk some topics about trigonometry. Then we shall start the syllabus. Okay, so try to know the curves ಮತ್ತು corresponding equations.